Rachel Black's guilt, EJ's dark moves, and the crumbling DiMera family summer storm brews in Salem. As the summer sun scorches the skies over Salem, a different kind of heat begins to simmer in the hearts of its residents, especially for Rachel Black. The week of June 30th through July 4th will prove pivotal, particularly for the Black and DiMera families, as emotional chaos, miscommunication, and personal guilt collide in a deeply unsettling way. Rachel Black's heartbreak, the weight of a child's conscience. Rachel Black, still just a child, may be on the brink of an emotional meltdown when the news hits. Johnny DiMera has been arrested. For most, it would simply be shocking. For Rachel, it might be traumatizing. Why? Because not long ago, Rachel confided in Marlena Vance, a trusted family therapist and a pillar of Salem, about something she saw. A chilling image that's hard to forget. Johnny with a gun. At the time, Rachel was simply trying to make sense of what she had witnessed. There was no malice, no manipulation, just the confused honesty of a young girl trying to do what's right. But when Johnny lands behind bars, Rachel may leap to a heart-wrenching conclusion. This is all my fault. Of course, it isn't. Her observation may have raised eyebrows, but the police had independent reasons to arrest Johnny. Still, logic doesn't always win out over guilt, especially not for a sensitive young mind. The psychological burden Rachel may carry could become overwhelming. And for a child who has already experienced abandonment, trauma, and secrecy, this new crisis might push her to the edge. Rachel's reaction may turn chaotic. Some insiders are even speculating that she could experience another emotional crisis that echoes her past struggles. The fear that Rachel Blake might disappear, again a reference to her earlier emotional shutdowns and psychological retreat could haunt those around her. EJ DiMera's breaking point, desperation in the father's eyes. While Rachel spirals with guilt, EJ DiMera faces a crisis of his own father's nightmare. With Johnny in police custody, EJ is on the warpath. And this time, he's not interested in playing by the rules. Sources hint that EJ will vow to clear his son's name at any cost. In typical DiMera fashion, that vow may come with moral sacrifices. Whispers of playing dirty are already circling Salem's social sphere, and with EJ's track record of deception, manipulation, and cunning, no one can predict just how far he might go. Even more concerning is the possibility that EJ will leave Rachel alone in Aremid, isolating her just when she needs the most support. Aremid, a place steeped in mystery and old DiMera secrets, may not be the haven it once seemed. For a child with Rachel's emotional fragility, the loneliness could be deeply damaging. Channels fears a voice of reason in a house of madness. Amidst all the turmoil, Chanel Dupree DiMera is emerging as the voice of reason, and she's not holding back. Deeply concerned about the fragile father-son bond between EJ and Johnny, Chanel may confront EJ directly. Expect sharp words and heartfelt warnings. Chanel will criticize EJ for his approach and caution him not to make things worse. She may beg him to step back, to think of Johnny's mental and emotional state instead of bulldozing through the justice system with DiMera fury. For Chanel, it's about more than just justice. It's about preserving the soul of the DiMera family, a soul that feels increasingly at risk as manipulation and obsession creep in. Bell Black's mystery package, the missing piece, returns. Meanwhile, another corner of the DiMera web is about to be tucked. Bell Black, a savvy attorney with deep ties to both the Black and DiMera families, is about to receive a strange and cryptic gift. What's inside? According to early spoilers, it may be the long-missing memory card, a crucial piece of evidence that could alter everything. The contents of that card remain a mystery, but fans are speculating. Could it contain video or audio that clears Johnny's name? Or could it incriminate someone even higher up the DiMera ladder? Even more intriguing is the question of who sent it. If it was EJ, this could be part of his dirty strategy to manipulate the case. If not, someone else is pulling strings behind the scenes. The plot thickens, and Belle may be forced to confront hidden truths that unravel more than just one. Kasefi may shatter her trust in those closest to her. A storm of secrets and guilt. This storyline isn't just about a single arrest. It's about the devastating power of guilt, the lengths a parent will go to protect their child, and the peril of emotional isolation. For all the fans, especially those who followed the ups and downs of the DiMeras, Blacks, and Evans families to a decade, this week promises to be especially poignant. It reminds us that the lines between right and wrong are never simple in Salem, and that sometimes the smallest voice like Rachel's can carry the heaviest burdens. As we head into this pivotal week, Keep your eyes on Rachel, EJ, and Chanel. And don't underestimate that mysterious gift Belle receives. It may just unlock the truth everyone's been dreading or hoping for. A moment of pride. Ariana's graduation. The sun rises over Salem High School, where the air buzzes with the excitement of caps and gowns, proud parents, and the promise of new beginnings. At the center of it all is Ariana Horton, known to everyone as Ari, a young woman whose bright smile and determined spirit have won the hearts of many. Today, June 30th, 2025, Ari steps across the stage to receive her high school diploma, a symbol of years of hard work and dreams yet to come. As she grips the diploma tightly, her eyes sparkle with a mix of joy and disbelief. This moment, so long anticipated, is finally hers. By her side is her mother, Gabby Hernandez, whose face glows with pride as she snaps photos of her daughter in her graduation cap. Gabby, a woman known for her fierce love and unyielding strength, can't help but feel her heart swell as she watches Ori pose for pictures, her gown billowing in the gentle summer breeze. "You did it, Mija," Gabby whispers, her voice thick with emotion. For Gabby, this is more than a ceremony. It's a testament to their journey together, through challenges and triumphs, in a town where life is never predictable. The older residents of Salem, who have cheered Ori on since she was a child, share in Gabby's joy. They know the weight of these milestones, the way they mark not just an end but a beginning, a chance to step into a world full of possibilities. As cameras flash and classmates cheer, Ori's graduation becomes a beacon of hope in Salem. For those who have lived through decades of their own milestone escalations, weddings, immense, this moment resonates deeply. It's a reminder of the pride that comes with watching the next generation take flight, and the quiet ache of knowing that life's next chapters are often written with unexpected twists. Shadows are over Salem. Rafe's troubling news. As the graduation festivities wind down, the mood in the Hernandez household shifts. Rafe Hernandez, Gabby's brother and a stalwart detective in Salem's police force, returns home with a heavy heart. His face, usually warm with a reassuring smile, is etched with concern as he pulls Gabby aside. The news he carries is about Johnny DeMera, a young man whose life has been intertwined with the Hernandez family through love, loss, and the tangled ties of Salem's elite. Johnny, Rafe reveals, has been arrested, and the weight of this news lands like a stone in Gabby's heart. Gabby's mind races back to a night not long ago when she was at the DeMera mansion, a place as grand as it is foreboding. That night, the air was thick with tension after the shocking shooting of EJ DeMera, Johnny's father. Gabby remembers hearing Johnny's voice echoing through the mansion's halls, his tone urgent, almost desperate. At the time, she brushed it off as the chaos of the moment. Johnny had sworn to everyone in his family, his friends, the police chief that he was innocent, that he had no part in his father's shooting. But now, with handcuffs around his wrists and a cell door closing behind him, those assurances seem to crumble. As Rafe updates Gabby, his words are careful but heavy. The police have evidence, though he doesn't share the details, and Johnny's S has sent ripples through Salem. Gabby's heart aches for Johnny, a young man she's known since he was a boy, full of charm and dreams. But more than that, she feels the familiar pang of fear that comes with living in Salem, a fear that truth is often buried beneath layers of deception. For Gabby, this news isn't just about Johnny, this is a reminder of the fragility of trust in a town where secrets are currency. For the older residents of Salem, Rafe's news stirs memories of their own encounters with uncertainty. They've seen families torn apart by accusations, watched as loved ones face trials both in courtrooms and in their hearts. They know the toll it takes to stand by someone you believe in, even when the evidence points elsewhere. Gabby's way mirrors their own experiences, a shared understanding that love often means standing firm in the face of doubt. A family tested. Gabby's reflections. As Gabby processes Rafe's update, she can't help but feel a surge of protectiveness for Ori. Today was supposed to be about celebration, about Ori's bright future. But the shadow of Johnny's arrest looms large. Gabby thinks of her daughter, so full of promise, and wonders how to shield her from the chaos that seems to follow their family. Ori, though young, is no stranger to Salem's drama. She's grown up in a world where joy is often interrupted by crisis. Yet Gabby hopes, as any mother would, that Ori's graduation can remain a sacred moment, untouched by the town's darker currents. Gabby's thoughts also turn to EJ DeMera, Johnny's father, whose shooting set this chain of events in motion. EJ, a man of power and complexity, has always been a polarizing figure in Salem. His survival of the shooting is a miracle, but his influence casts a long shadow. Gabby wonders if EJ's own machinations, penchant for control and manipulation have played a role in Johnny's predicament. In Salem, nothing is ever as simple as it seems, and Gabby's instincts tell her that there's more to this story than meets the eye. For those over 65, Gabby's reflections are a familiar refrain. They've lived long enough to know that family is both a refuge and a battleground, a place where love and loyalty are tested by life's unpredictability. They've stood in Gabby's shoes, balancing the joy of a child's achievements with the weight of adult worries. They understand the quiet strength it takes to hold a family together when the world seems determined to pull it apart. A community's pulse, Salem's collective heart. As the day unfolds, Salem hums with the dual rhythms of celebration and concern. Ari's graduation is the talk of the town, with neighbors swapping stories of her childhood and speculating about her future. Will she stay in Salem, where her roots run deep, or venture out into the world? The older residents, who have watched Ari grow from a curious child to a poised young woman, take pride in her success, seeing in her the hope of a new generation. Yet, the news of Johnny's arrest tempers the joy. Whispers ripple through Salem's coffee shops and park benches as residents piece together fragments of the story. Was Johnny really involved in EJ's shooting, or is he a pawn in a larger game, caught in the web of Salem's power struggles? The older generation, with their wealth of experience, knows better than to take rumors at face value. They've seen too many scandals, too many twists, to believe in simple answers. They wait, watch, and wonder, their hearts heavy with empathy for the Demera family and the Hernandezes alike. A call to the curious. What's your theory? In Salem, where every story has layers, the residents are no strangers to speculation. As Ari's graduation photos circulate and news of Johnny's arrest spreads, the town buzzes with theories. Was Johnny framed? Is there a hidden truth about EJ's shooting waiting to be uncovered? For the curious at heart, this is an invitation to ponder the possibilities. What do you think happened that night at the Demera mansion? Could there be a clue that Rafe overlooked? A detail Gabby missed? Share your wildest theories, because in Salem, the truth is often stranger than fiction. A day to remember, a future to unravel. As the sun sets on June 30th, 2025, Salem holds its breath. Ariana's graduation is a moment of light, a celebration of youth and promise that warms the hearts of all who witness it. But the shadow of Johnny's arrest lingers, a reminder that even the brightest days carry hints of darkness. For Gabby, Rafe, and the rest of Salem, this day is a tapestry, the emotions spry, worry, hope, and fear woven together by the unbreakable bonds of family and community. Stay tuned. Salem is about to change further.
All new Days of Our Lives, only on Peacock.